Chapter 73. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The scene in front of me suddenly became enlightened. The picturesque scenery spreads out in front of you, giving you the atmosphere of an immortal. From the palace in the distance, a misty fairy sound came from the palace. The sacred mountain is filled with precious light, as if it contains endless treasures. After Lu Shu came in, the little guys from the Grey World also crowded their heads one after another and followed Lu Shu into the Holy Land. When all the pets came in, Lu Shu used resonance again to connect everyone's vision. Set up an exploration formation. Pikachu, go find the location of the palace. Yumi, come with me to Mount Kailash. Little White Fox, you continue to be around here, use space to teleport, and don't fall anywhere here. Lu Shu commanded. Very quickly, these little cuties immediately started exploring nearby. Head to Mount Kailash. Lu Shu's eyes moved slightly. The geographical environment of this sacred mountain is too dangerous, but there are not so many spiritual herbs that can be planted. However, this area is suitable for the growth of spiritual minerals. Maybe you can get a higher level spiritual mine. That the shining Yumi was jumping around nearby. There were also a small amount of spiritual grass growing on the cliffs, although the number was not as much as that of the Yunmeng Holy Land explored last time. Lu Shu still picked these spiritual grasses. Some of them were not. You can also add new recipes by planting the types you have seen on the Sacred Tree Island. Although eating just a few spiritual herbs will not be as helpful to your cultivation as the fruits, however, if you eat such high-end meals 3 times a day, the delicacies made from the spiritual grass, so little adds up to a big one, which will also promote future breakthroughs. At this moment, a Yumi suddenly discovered the amber ore in front of it, and called out excitedly. Lu Shu immediately used the vision provided by the resonance to look. A prompt popped up. A basalt mine appears ahead. A piece of ore that reflects the light is piled up behind the sacred mountain like a hill. Judging from the color, the grade of these ores is much higher than that of Xiling mine. Lu Shu immediately put these ores into the warehouse. You have obtained the prefecture level ore, basalt ore X25,000. It turned out to be a prefecture level ore. Lu Shu's eyes lit up slightly. The purple spirit ore obtained last time was just a Xian level ore. However, the purple spirit mine is higher than the Tianling mine. It contains purple energy. Spiritual power can drive away dead souls and has stronger defensive attributes. Xuanwu ore is a higher grade earth level ore, and it is probably 1 level higher than purple spirit ore in terms of defensive properties and other functions. The only pity is that there are only 25,000 Xuanwu mines here. If we want to create a complete line of defense, we are still missing half of it. Perhaps, by exploring the next treasure map, we can collect the other half of the ore. Lu Shu secretly thought. After collecting all the ores nearby, in the center of the ores, a simple stone tablet was displayed in front of Lu Shu. The stone tablet of heaven. Lu Shu's eyes lit up. The second Tiandao stone tablet was collected. It seems to be because Lu Shu already had a Tiandao stone tablet, therefore, the Tiandao stone tablet was easily connected with Lu Shu. Last time, it still needed to be carved. A teleportation array forcibly moved this stone monument to its own sacred tree island, and then it became connected with other mythical buildings such as Tianmen. Perhaps it was because Lu Shu already had the aura of the Heavenly Way stone monument on his body. The cause and effect of this, it also made the Tiandao stone recognize Lu Shu's identity. With just a thought, he could put the Tiandao stone into the warehouse. Put the Tiandao stone into his bag. Lu Shu walked around near the sacred mountain. What he should get the treasures are almost all taken away. Continuing to explore, it seems that there is not much gain. At this moment, a prompt popped up in front of Lu Shu's eyes. A mythical musical instrument appears ahead. Guanhan Qin. Pikachu discovered it. Through the vision of a Pikachu exploring the palace, Lu Shu saw a strange piano placed in a palace-like pavilion. When Pikachu approached, there was something unexpectedly heard in this piano. A piece of misty music came. It sounded in Pikachu's ears like an auditory hallucination. Pikachu's eyes became hazy and he walked towards the direction of Qin. Return. Suddenly, Lu Shu's voice came to Pikachu's ears. The little guy's consciousness instantly woke up, and he quickly took a few steps back. Not long after, Lu Shu rushed here. when he saw Guang Hanqin's at that time, I immediately felt that this instrument contained a bleak killing intent. If you approach this instrument rashly, your life may be in danger. Lu Shuxian left a teleportation array on the spot anyway. His clone is not afraid death. At worst, if it fails, you can send a new clone. Successfully imprint a teleportation array. Lu Shu walked towards Guang Hanqin. Suddenly, the sound of the piano came to Lu Shu's ears. With the lethality of spiritual illusion, I want to make him get lost in the ethereal music. Snort. Lu Shu snorted coldly. The next second, a spiritual energy shield was released from his body. Illusion had no effect on Lu Shu. Before that, Lu Shu had traded a magic weapon from Lu Feng's hand. A superpower fruit related to illusions. In itself, he has the ability to release illusions. The attacks of these illusions are difficult to pose a threat to the divine tree master who is good at illusions. Coupled with Lu Shu's mental power, he is already very powerful. The attack of the sound of the piano was immediately ineffective. Unknowingly, Lu Shu's figure was already 3 steps closer to Guang Hanqin. At this moment, an attack of the sound of the piano suddenly burst out from the strings. It was full of energy. The bleak and murderous sound of the piano turned into a surge of spiritual energy, forming a ripple like a water wave, shrouding Lu Shu. Facing such a fierce attack, Lu Shu's eyes were not moved at all. He stepped lightly and pointed. Come out. The bleak piano sound attack was immediately resolved by this finger. There was only 1 step away. Suddenly, Lu Shu felt that there was endless murderous intent around him, shrouding him. The murderous intent was fully displayed. Guang Hanqin's all around, dense lines of spiritual energy suddenly swept out, covering it like a spider web. It seemed that a killing formation had been launched. If you want Lu Shu to know, you must pay the price first if you approach this place at will. Lu Shu snorted coldly and slapped a palm swinging in all directions. Within the body, the majestic purple energy turned into a barrier, blocking the attack of the spiritual energy lines. At this moment, Lu Shu took the opportunity to step forward and gently touched the strings with his fingers. Everything was silent. Everything was silent. The sound of the piano suddenly disappeared. The moment he touched the Guang Hanqin, Lu Shu seemed to have broken through the test of the mythical instrument. He truly obtained this instrument. The equipment panel popped up in front of him. Guang Hanqin, category, musical instrument, usage requirements, master level piano skills, none, illusion profession or illusion power, attributes, illusion puncture plus 500. Skills, Qinin dream, Qinin pierce the heart, Qinin into sword. Description, Guang Hanqin can be fascinated. The chaos in people's hearts can be turned into a sharp sword to kill the enemy. It is a musical instrument left behind by ancient mythology. It is indeed an instrument from the mythical age. Just a musical instrument has such lethality. If I use this harp to perform illusions, I am afraid no one can resist my illusions. Lu Shu couldn't help but sigh. The bonus of illusion puncture is really too high. As long as the mental power is just a little bit higher than other sacred tree masters, such a high illusion puncture can make the opponent have no chance at all. Being on guard, he fell into the sound of his own illusory harp. Strictly speaking, this Guanghan harp is not a weapon. It is just an instrument used by fairies attending banquets and playing casually in ancient times, but it already has such terrifying properties. And its function, it's hard to imagine how lethal it would be if it were a true mythical weapon. Look at the conditions of use. Do you need a master-level piano skill? Lu Shu frowned slightly. His current piano skills have only reached an advanced level. At this moment, Pikachu found a skill illustration in a scripture depositing pavilion. You have obtained the top skill illustration, Qin E. You have obtained a master-level skill illustration, Qin E. You have obtained the top skill illustration, clothing making. Study or not? Yes. The next second, both of Lu Shu's skills have been upgraded. Clothing production, level, top, function, you can use more high-quality materials, or less materials, to make the clothing styles you want. Piano art, level, master level, function, you can use mythical instruments to play the most beautiful music in the world. Mountains and rivers cannot describe your piano art level. Lu Shu's eyes suddenly lit up. With master-level piano skills, I can use the Guanghan piano. If I meet a divine tree master in the future, my illusion power will be of great use. Before this, the illusion fruits traded by Lu Feng and Lu Shu could generally only interfere with the opponent when dealing with the divine tree masters, but Lu Shu did not need to use illusions at all and could deal with most of the sacred tree masters. Therefore, illusion abilities are not that useful, but with this Guanghan Qin, Lu Shu can even create some specific illusions, allowing other sacred tree masters to fall into them and move according to their own will. In this way, the operational space and practicality are much larger. I have to say, there are really a lot of good things in the Holy Land of the treasure map. Wandered around for a while again, the things in the palace have almost been explored. Come to the warehouse, all kinds of silk appeared in front of me. Tip, the top clothing material is ahead, Yulong silk. Lu Shu's eyes suddenly lit up, top clothing. Now you can add another set of clothes to wear. Search nearby immediately. You obtained Yulong silk X 10,000. In just a few minutes, Lu Shu had collected all the dragon silk in the warehouse, made using clothing. Do you want to choose Yulong silk X 50 to make your outfit? Yes. Lu Shu confirmed without hesitation. Upgrading to top-level clothing production not only allows you to use better clothing materials, but also saves material costs. Moreover, the upgraded clothing will only have higher attribute effects. Soon, a panel popped up in front of me. Dragon costume, attributes, luck plus 50, blessing plus 25. Exclusive, divine tree master, tree man, level, top, function, the ultimate luxury, lighting up the exclusive temperament. Touch it gently with your hands. Yulong clothing is made of the most noble Yulong silk. It's like the clothes created by the heavenly palace. When worn on the body, the temperament is even more revealed. It sets off that peerless face, it just feels impeccable. Lu Shu also quickly made the same costumes for Pikachu, Yumi, and Little White Fox. Do you choose to use Yulong silk X10 X100 X3 to make 300 sets of Yulong costumes? Yes. The next second, clothing panel pops up in front of you. Dragon costume, attributes, lucky plus 25, blessing plus 15. Exclusive, Pikachu, Yumi, Dunkong Fox. Level, top, function, the ultimate luxury, lighting up the exclusive temperament. The luck attributes of all members have been greatly improved. Especially when you put your pets in dragon-controlling costumes, the overall luck bonus is multiplied by 100. Suddenly, a little white fox came to a new world. This area is very hidden, located behind a cliff waterfall. However, through void teleportation, I jumped into the rockery, only to find that there was another cave inside. Tip, the enlightenment Bodhi tree appears in front of you. Is there such a place? Lu Shu's eyes suddenly brightened. After walking around the palace, he thought that there was no more discovery in this holy land. Unexpectedly, the little white fox discovered another world through the ability to move in space. By the way, following the movement of the little white fox, Lu Shu quickly found the location of the Bodhi tree. This place is also extremely secretive. From the surface, it looks like a waterfall flowing down. However, after passing through the waterfall, there is a different scene inside. A beam of sunlight poured down along the deep and narrow entrance of the cave, and happened to shine on a Bodhi tree. The Bodhi tree seemed more and more sacred, as if full of wisdom. It was a sight like a pilgrimage. Anyone who saw it couldn't help but feel respectful. Lu Shu walked towards the Bodhi tree. He unexpectedly found that when he came under the Bodhi tree, his understanding had been greatly improved. It was as if he had been enlightened. Many problems encountered during practice can be enlightened in an instant. Lu Shu's eyes lit up. For such a good Bodhi tree to stay lonely in this narrow valley, it is really a dereliction of talent. Why not move to your own sacred tree island? Then, Lu Shu carved a teleportation array under the Bodhi tree. As the light curtain flashed, the next second, this Bodhi tree appeared on his own sacred tree in the island.